Hello and welcome to part number 2 in chapter 1. So in this lecture we will focus on the dashboard from Udemy. So you're now following this course, and when you start you will arrive on this page, and this includes all the information you need to know when you start following lectures. So let's get started with this menu. So this is the overview. Then we have course content. When we click it, we get an overview of all the lectures. We have the Q&A panel. So here you will find all the questions student has, or not only questions, also the creations they like to show. And it's pretty cool to see the interaction. So someone posts his fence, for example, and then I will give some feedback. And yeah, it's a pretty cool way of seeing the development of students. Then we have bookmarks, going into that in a minute. Announcements. This is my announcement when I introduce new lectures or new creations. So yeah, you can read the post that I made earlier this year. And options, when we click it, you can click if you want to have lecture ready emails and daily Q&A digest. It's what you prefer. So yeah, I have this one selected. That should be good. Or else you get spam from everyone, and I don't think you're gonna like that. So if you're following more courses on Udemy, it's maybe a little bit annoying. So let's take a look and scroll down what we see. So this is the information about the course. It has 159 lectures. Well, you can read for more than 33 hours of content for beginners, and yeah. So the description about the course and some information about myself. And if you're interested in more information, you can click on one of these social links. I have my Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, very large public on YouTube. It's pretty cool to see all my free tutorials there as well. So let's go to course content. So what we see here is all sections and lectures. So we are now in chapter 1. And the Udemy dashboard information. So for example, when we are following installing Blender, let's take a click and it will start. I just disabled the sound. So here I will explain how you, let's pause this video, the installing Blender. But let's say you have a question and you are wondering how to do something and I did not explain it. So you go to browse Q&A. And you can see the questions from students and the interaction. And if you see something what you think, hey, this is very useful information, I want to keep this in my mind, you make a bookmark. You say add bookmark, you write something down, and then you save this. And when you go back to this lecture, you can see your announcements. So I will pause this. It's not really interesting. So that's the lecture. So something else that is important, you can see these blue text files. So chapter 2 has a downloadable file, and that's all the content you need for this lecture. So for example, when we start creating the fence, you need a wood texture and a textile density texture. I will explain later what that all is. But when you click it, let's do that. It will download and you can unpack this on your computer. I didn't pack everything in one file because I think that's a little bit too much for you to say you don't want all the files. So I put them in all the lectures, and yeah, it's pretty useful. And this course has tons of content, like a lot of textures, characters, and more of that. HDR skies, that's the best. So yeah, pretty cool. So this is a short link to the question and answers and bookmarks. I already explained that, and my announcements. So this is the dashboard, and I hope this will help you during the course. Again, if you have a question, just ask me and I will always answer your question. Do that very quickly. Most of the time on the day itself, but maybe if I have something else, maybe a day later. But I'm checking my Udemy every day, so that will be alright. Okay, hope to see you in the next lecture, and have fun.